Your mind doesn't slow down because it's broken, it speeds up because it's powerful, and no one ever warned you what that power would cost. The thoughts start stacking, looping, multiplying, turning a single moment into 1,000 invisible conversations, and suddenly you're exhausted without moving a muscle, wondering why being smart feels heavier than it should. Overthinking isn't random, and it definitely isn't weakness. It's your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do, just without an off switch. Intelligent minds don't see one path, they see all of them at once. Every outcome, every risk, every possibility flashes through your awareness, and while others feel calm in simplicity, you're drowning in depth you never asked for. The shocking part is this. Neuroscience shows that smarter brains don't process more slowly, they process more simultaneously. Your brain fires across more neural networks at the same time, connecting memories, predictions, emotions, and logic in one intense burst. That constant internal activity feels like anxiety, but biologically, it's hyper-efficiency running wild. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. The same brain that solves problems faster also struggles to let go of unfinished ones. Your mind hates loose ends. It replays conversations, imagines alternative responses, rewrites moments that already passed, not because you're stuck in the past, but because your intelligence refuses to accept incomplete data. You're not obsessing, you're simulating. You're running mental experiments at lightning speed, trying to predict pain before it happens, failure before it arrives, rejection before it can surprise you. Your brain believes that if it thinks enough, it can protect you from everything. That belief is brilliant and exhausting. What no one tells you is that smart people feel more deeply, not emotionally fragile, but neurologically sensitive. Brain scans show heightened activity in regions tied to emotional awareness and self-reflection. You don't just feel things, you analyze feelings while feeling them, doubling the mental load in every situation. This is why silence feels loud to you. When distractions fade, your mind doesn't rest, it turns inward. Thoughts become sharper, memories louder, questions heavier. For someone less reflective, quiet is peace. For you, quiet is a spotlight. And here's the cruel irony. The smarter your mind, the harder it is to trust simple answers. You question your own decisions, not because you lack confidence, but because you can see 10 ways the same choice could unfold. Certainty feels dishonest when you're aware of complexity. Overthinking also feeds on imagination. Your brain doesn't just remember, it creates. It visualizes futures that haven't happened yet with such realism that your body reacts as if they're real. Stress hormones spike, your heart responds, and suddenly a thought becomes a physical experience. This is why telling a smart person to just relax never works. Relaxation requires mental surrender, and intelligent minds are trained to stay alert, to notice patterns, to scan for meaning. Letting go feels unnatural when awareness has been your survival tool. But here's the twist most people miss. Overthinking isn't the enemy, unmanaged overthinking is. The same neural intensity that traps you in thought loops is also the source of creativity, empathy, insight, and innovation. Your mind isn't malfunctioning, it's underdirected. Neuroscience shows that intelligent brains benefit most from intentional mental boundaries. Not shutting thoughts down, but giving them structure. When you don't choose where your thinking goes, it chooses for you, often dragging you into worst-case scenarios because your brain is wired to prioritize threat over peace. And notice this, smart people don't overthink everything. They overthink what matters. Relationships, identity, purpose, future. You don't waste mental energy on the meaningless. Your mind locks onto significance like a magnet. That's why emotional experiences hit you harder. You replay words because you understand their impact. You analyze tone because you sense layers others miss. You care deeply, even when you pretend not to, because depth isn't optional for you, it's instinct. But the moment you realize this truth, something shifts. Overthinking stops feeling like a flaw and starts feeling like raw potential. The goal isn't to silence your mind, it's to lead it. To turn analysis into clarity instead of chaos, reflection into wisdom instead of rumination. When smart people learn to pause their thoughts without suppressing them, their minds become precise instead of noisy, focused instead of frantic, powerful instead of overwhelming. The same brain that once kept you awake at night becomes the one that sees solutions others never notice. And maybe the most freeing realization of all is this: you're not broken for thinking too much. You're unfinished in learning how to think for yourself instead of against yourself. Once you stop fighting your mind and start understanding it, overthinking loses its grip, and intelligence finally feels like the gift it was always meant to be.